like to thank everyone for their love and their support in regards to, and I'm humbled by it to be able to um, allow you to hear what I hear and to provide information that perhaps will entice us all to grow, to move to a place in life that we're all seeking as we make these decisions based on the experiences that we're having, based on the choices that we have made, based on the adjustments, the adaptability, and the power that we have. And I believe that as we continue to understand that we are fulfilled, we are infilled, we are the power, we are a nourished soul, and that we will find the Christ within us as we become obedient to the processes and the methods that have been taught to us as we evolve. And let's keep in mind that all of us grow and unfold at our own pace because it is as we understand who we are, what we have, and what it is that we possess, then we begin to apply these powers that we have that we understand. And so with that in mind, I just want us all to just recognize that at this point, we just want to just clear our minds of any experiences that we've had, prior to coming to this moment, because the moment that we set is the moment that we will adjust to and become open to the Spirit as it is moving through as ether through life. It is unseen, but yet powerful. It is not known from whence it came. As you said, we know not where the wind comes, but yet we know it does. And so as we focus on that, this power is moving, is directing, is evolving, is involved, is insulated in us, then we can stand in the truth of who and what we are. And with that understanding, and we recognize that there is one God, one life, and power that exists in the universe, and it operates through the living. And may we continue to request and activate our nourishment through our prayer and affirmations. Let us believe going forward that we are connected to a power greater than ourselves. And as we activate it, we will realize we are a nourished soul. And it is in that understanding that we are this nourished soul, we begin to accept the power that is given. Because this spirit does not give, it constantly gives, but we can't receive it unless we accept it. See, it is sometimes in the vernaculars that we use, the terms that we speak, and the understanding that we may have that we work from, that we're unable to connect the power to us. Because it is only in understanding in how it works. It works as law. And the law works automatically, it's unseen. Then we have to have what is called belief and faith. No doubting what it is that we're requesting, and remember that at all times. So at this moment, I want us to affirm. I release all thoughts prior to this moment, and I focus my inner self to vanquish all thoughts of doubt, insecurity, and insufficiency in my experiences. And I allow the power of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and harmony to sweep through my mind and assist me to understand that I am a nourished soul. The word nourished, it is, the ED makes it a past tense, a past participle, which means that it is already done. It is provided. So the definition says that it is provided with, or it is, we're provided with or given the substance needed for growth, whatever that may be. And it's going to continue to do that because it is nourishing. And then the synonym for it is that it is provided. So it is already given, and it is to sustain, it is to maintain, it is to nutrify. And then it says it is to enhance the fertility of. Whatever it is we're focusing on, this is where we must allow that nourishment to reside. Where we put our mind focus on, believing and trusting will move in and through the whatever condition, healing, doubt that we need to overcome. It is only in the overcoming of the lack of understanding that we may be going through in a moment of fear, frustration, because we begin to speak to ourselves as though we are not worthy when we are always worthy. The unworthiness comes from the thoughts, the ideas that we have about the circumstance or the person in which we are dealing with. And this is what we must see as we begin to understand that we are nourished. And we will begin, as we begin to accept that, then we will be completely provided for. We will be sustained, and then we must abstain and refrain and then adapt to overcome, because it has been provided, it is given. It is no way that it won't give, because this world needs someone to speak into it in order to reveal the things that we see. The knowing and accepting we are provided for and have received this power to succeed will enhance our fortitude to go forth, to address issues that we once considered to be challenging or too overwhelming for us. See, it is in that thought that we are unable to. It is because of the oppression that we have experiences that we have not allowed ourselves to stand in the truth most times. If we fail, we're only not failing. What we're doing is we're finding out what we need to change, what we need to alter, what we need to do. So, in the Science of Mind, chapter 22, Finding the Christ, it begins with the statement, the Son begotten of the only Father, not the only begotten Son. So this is referring that this is a universal connection, and we are born into this world with it. We are equipped with the power and ability to alter, alleviate, maintain, and ascertain how we are nourished to change the course of action required. You see, as we recognize what it is that we need and how necessary it will be for us to make the change through our connection to the Father, then it is provided. We have to communicate with it. We have to turn over our conscious thought to it and allow it to suggest to us, to subliminally bring us the thought that we need, the idea that we need to transform our lives and circumstances. We are nourished, period. See, people are responsible for shaping our world, the civilization, the Constitution, the laws, and this is how it's done. It's through us. It's how we envision the greatness of what we want to see. And then as we speak about that, and then we begin to form or work towards it. And as we go deeper into that, as we become aware, these desired effects come forth as peace, serenity, love, and justice for all. We're supposed to work together collectively to provide the vision that will move us forward to that heavenly city on a hill where all reside in peace and harmony. When we act as partakers of this power, we activate our nourished abilities, and this will gradually enhance our knowledge of and belief in what it is we possess. There is only one power, one God, and one life. And that is the life we are living. And the knowledge of the law will provide us the ability to connect with the presence and create our future tomorrows. There is no growth without knowledge, without wisdom and understanding, which will see this information will predict, will bring to us the prededicated. It is prededicated by our trials and errors. So, in other words, we're learning. This is how we learn to navigate our world as we begin applying the knowledge and the wisdom with the understanding that we got from the situations that we found ourselves in. When we apply our belief, we apply our discernment and the insight provided by our experiences. With this realization, we should allow our words and the law, which works automatically, collaborating with our words to achieve the goals requested. When we provide the mental equivalent of our words unto the law, it cannot and it shall not return void, but it will bring a harvest. Jesus always implied to us that we should follow him, that he is the way and the truth. No man cometh unto the Father but by me, which means if we follow the method, the process that he discovered, we would receive the results required for our success. So we just need to follow the steps. The path has been laid, it's been given. Lay our burdens down, give them over to the Lord, bring them unto the tabernacle. This is what this is saying. Give away the thoughts that of lack. Give away the shame. Give away the disappointment. Give it away. Lay it down. Let go. Take the shackle off. Become free. And a way that we say to become free is through our affirmations. So here's an affirmation I want to share with you. Almighty God within me, assist me to see you in me. Help me to overcome my distractions. Assist me with my dissatisfactions and disappointments, and restore my wholeness with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Thank you. Thank you, Heavenly Father. See, as we begin to lay them down, push them away, as Jesus had to do on the mountain when he was sitting on the side. And the spirit, they said the devil came and visited him. And as he was sitting there, and then what came up was the thought was, you can fly, jump down, jump off into that city. The angels will come and save you. He didn't say, yeah, you know, you right, and jump. He spoke to the condition, right? And that's what we have to do. We have to speak to the condition that is plaguing us. that is in our mind, that is rooted in us from the experiences that we had, the choices that we found ourselves in through the acceptance of whatever it was we felt we should have done in the moment in which we did it. It doesn't matter what it is, right? This is why I say it like that, right? We have to find the specificity within ourselves in order to talk to it, to remove it. Jesus just gave away a method, a process too. We got to quit looking back 3,000 years and look to right now and know that we are filled with the same power because we are born into a world that is constructed by the mind and the trust and the faith and the belief from the power of the word, from the mouth of a man, from an idea. And here we are. So, Stephen, I found this quote, and it states, it's by Stefano Pilati. And Stefano states, I learned that you have to push away the demand of people's expectations by believing in your instincts. See, we got to get away from what we heard someone tell us, but we got to apply from what is coming from within us, our instincts, that power that is guiding us, that is telling us what to do, is telling us what to bring into fruition, how to move around these circumstances. That's what we have to begin to trust. And as we become comfortable with our abilities, we should not hesitate to practice them until we become confident. The results will work in our favor. The embodiment we accept of the Christ presence provides the power required to validate who we are. As we speak or make a demand upon it, that request, when made with faith and belief, will be nourished into fruition. As long as we believe Jesus is different than any human that has ever lived, then we shall be subjected to the limited potential we have been using all along. There can be no transformation without the belief that greater is he that is within me than he that is in the world. It is that power, it is that belief, it is that faith, it is that trust that it is not I. I humbly submit myself to this power, and I allow this power to do within me, to activate, to bring about the change and do the will of God. And if we continue to allow our shortcomings and sorrows that we have experienced to seem more powerful than our God, then we are the ones that are pushing God further away from us, and that proves our belief is not rooted in faith. See, in Proverbs 3 and 5 through 6, it states, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Once we submit to do the will of God, our awareness of the divine in us will increase our enlightenment to the degree that we will become autonomous. This was the experience Jesus had that led him to the understanding that greater things you shall do. See, this only meant that as we accepted the Christ method, the Christ understanding in our lives, and as we accept it and we use it and we recognize it and we continue to do it repetitively, we become more aware of that it is active in us. We will receive more confidence. We will believe more in ourselves. We will trust in ourselves. We will recognize that the mistakes, the misfortune is only providing another way to go about something. And once we do that, and once we grasp that, then we can dance and move like the lilies of the field and know that no matter whence what comes and which way that we go, we will, we shall, and we have been provided for. And that is how it happens. You see, I've in Science of Mind and Finding the Christ on page 280, I read this poem that was written by Ernest Holmes, and I find it so befitting for the experience of all, and explains all the experience of human lives. And I've always was compelled by it, and when I read it, but I read it like 10 years ago, and then I just allowed it to. I accepted, I believed, and I trusted. But when I read the chapter this time, I was so moved by it and what it was saying that I felt that I'm going to read it to us today and let it bless us. And it goes like this: asleep in the heart of cosmic love, unborn, universal potential, the Christ child lay, and the great mother soul brooding over her unborn child conceived it in the stillness of her universal nature, imparting to it her own being, born into time and experience, unnoticed, unseen, yet alive and aware. The Christ child incarnated in human form, taking the likeness of men and women, yet giving no sign of his presence, waiting with utmost patience and love the revelation that should disclose itself and proclaim the reign of peace. Many ages passed and vanquished in the long yesterdays of time, and still the Christ child waited. Nations appeared and disappeared, toil, famine, pestilence, and want, hunger, cold, heat, and thirst, war, hatred, blood, and ruin, and still the seed of perfection unrevealed. But the universal wholeness cannot be forever subjected, nor cosmic love be kept from human form. That which was given must be revealed. The seed of perfection must burst. The shoots of heavenly planting must break the cords that bind, fanning the human into a blaze divine. And so the long appointed day arrived. A voice from out the stillness spoke, "This is my beloved son. Let the earth be still in his presence. Let the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, and the living creatures be still. Let the host of heaven sing praises, and let deep cry unto deep." Then spoke the child, "I am come to bring peace. I am the child of joy. And to all who will, I give life. I am formed of happiness. I am come from the eternal stillness. Quietness and confidence are mine. In the heart of the Father I have lived forever. O nations and all people, look unto me and be saved. Behold my face shining as the sun. and my feet shod with righteousness. In my left hand are riches and honor, and in my right, peace forevermore. All that I am, all that I have, I give. Brothers and sisters, what I can say is we are born into this world. We have seen many things. Many things has happened. Many things have changed and many things have not. It has seemed like it has been still, and it has seemed that our crying was bigger than the power that we had. We had used the power and we had fulfilled things and we have overcame things. But yet and still it appeared as though we did not have. But yet and still we are here and we are still perfecting that in who and what we are. And so what I say right now is that all we need to do is to begin to walk in faith, no longer by our sight, and know that everything that we need has been given, has been nourished into us, provided. When it talks about seeing the sun, and then it says it has told our brothers don't worship the sun, all it's saying is the sun is a power that it in the universe that was given by this power, and it heats and it makes rotates and it keeps us warm and it helps with the season changes, and we should all understand that. But yet we should worship the power that is within us. We should be so humbled by the love, so humbled that all we do is move in love and that we give in love. We don't see the disdain, we don't see the hurt, we don't see the frustration, we see love. Because if we see dysfunction, we will respond with dysfunction. And so, in conclusion, what I would say is continue to love, continue to trust yourself, continue to be obedient, and know that the love that you have is like a love of no other, and that you cannot get it from no one except as you believe that you have it. Peace and blessings. And so it is. Praise God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.